Minute answer drills are quick quizzes of conceptual content. If you're curious about one of the questions in particular, watch the bottom left-hand side of the screen. We will begin with number 1. Does lean operation rely on implicit or explicit production planning? The answer is implicit. Lean is based on implicit planning. Other techniques such as MRP are based on explicit planning. Okay, next question. Is a lean operation considered a push or a pull system? The thing to remember about lean is that it's considered a pull system. Other inventory techniques such as MRP are considered the push systems. Okay, next question. Does lean operation rely on precise calculations or reaction to signals? Reaction to signals. That's what we mean by implicit planning. Oh, explicit planning would be a reliance on calculations. Anyway, lean, reaction to signals. Like, next question. Push versus pull refers to pushing or pulling what? Okay, yeah, good question. Inventory. When we say that that is a pull system, what we're implying is that it is pulling inventory into the system as it needs it. When we say that's a push system, it is pushing inventory down the line. Okay, next question. Muta is another term for what? Waste. It is a bad thing. Actually, waste is a good one-word way to remember it, but a better or more detailed definition would be anything that the customer doesn't want to pay for. Okay, next question. In a dual Kanban card system, one kind of card represents permission to produce. This is a fact. What does the second type of card represent permission to do? What's the opposite of produce? Consume. Essentially consume or withdraw, right, in order to, or use. Okay, next question. What does reducing the number of Kanban cards circulating in a single Kanban card loop reduce? We used this word before, but it's the answer to this question also. Inventory. The number of cards in a loop controls the level of inventory. Reduce the number of cards in the loop, reduce then the inventory in the system. Okay, next question. Lean refers to less what? Lean refers to less waste. A perfectly lean system is a system that operates theoretically absolutely without waste. Lean can also refer to less inventory. The implication is that the inventory in the previously not lean system was itself wasteful. Oh, all right, now, next question. An employee says, I've got to get back to work now. I've got to calculate how many of each kind of part the factory needs to make next week. Then I've got to fill out one of those work orders and make sure everybody out in the factory gets one. What word or words best describe the type of inventory control system that this employee supervises? We're back to push. Notice that they push out work orders after having calculated precise amounts. This is also what we would call explicit planning. Okay, so basically the opposite of lean operation. All right, next question. What is the ideal order size in a lean just-in-time environment? Q for order size equals 1. Basically, we want our order sizes or our batch sizes to be as small as possible. So the ideal, I mean, what's the best that it can get is that it's down to 1 unit. All right, next question. Revising a process such that the desired outcome is the only outcome possible, also known casually and rather inaccurately as dummy proofing or mistake proofing, is a principle known formally as what? POCA, yoke, or yoke. That is the official term for making the desired outcome inevitable. Setting yourself up so only what you want is the only thing that can happen. All right, last question. Will implementing leaner practices likely increase or reduce the frequency of ordering materials? Okay, think about it. The frequency of ordering is essentially the result of D divided by Q. Lean practices make Q smaller and smaller and smaller. That means this is going to increase. The smaller your order size, then the more frequently you will have to order.